What's going on, y'all? It's 2KJ. Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate y'all for stopping by, man. Today I'm doing a realistic rebuild of the Los Angeles Clippers, which I have done in the past, but this time's going to be different, man. I'm going to completely blow things up in LA. So Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, they're going to be out of here, and we're going to start from the ground up and build a new era of Clippers basketball. The goal is to win a championship within the first 3 seasons. If I can't do it during that time, then the video won't end until eventually I do. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't, and without any further ado, it's time to get into this video.
Let's get it.
So let's start off with player progression where we have a lot of red arrows. Kawhi Leonard down 1 to a 91. Paul George down 2 to an 87. Then we got Mason Plumlee down 3 to a 78 is pretty tough. We also got Norman Powell down 2 to a 77. Robert Covington down 1 to a 75. You guys get the gist, man. This is a very old Clippers team, which is part of the reason why I do want to hit the reset button. I mean, obviously they have a lot of potential. You know, the Kawhi Leonard, Paul George duo, I think in theory is a really good one, but they just haven't been able to stay healthy at the same time. Now they're in their 30s and the rest of the team is pretty old as well. Me personally, I would rather just hit the reset button, get whatever I can back in return right now. You know, draft capital, young players, that kind of stuff. Because if we don't do that and we can't win a championship with this team, then it's going to be really tough to get a rebuild going after this era is over. But anyways, man, let's not waste any more time. Let's go to season 1 where I'll get my rotation breakdown, 3-year game plan, all that fun stuff. Let's get into it. So at the 1, we got Russell Westbrook, who just signed to a new deal this offseason. It's 2 years, 7.8 M's with the player option on the second season. Obviously, you know, Russell's time with the Lakers went, but to his credit, he really turned things around with the Clippers. I thought he was pretty solid, a lot more efficient as well. But of course, he's 34 years old, so he's not going to fit our new timeline once we hit the reset button. So he's not a part of our future plans. I might try to trade him this year, but if I can't do that, then I'm sure he just won't pick up his player option this offseason and he'll just end up walking. Anyways, at the 2, we got Paul George. Now he's also on an expiring deal with the player option, but unlike Russell Westbrook, it's for a lot more money. Next year is going to be almost 49 M's, which is a lot of money for Paul George, especially because he will be 34 years old. That's definitely going to lower his value a little bit, but I mean, obviously he's still a really good player. He averaged 24 points per game last season, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, round up around here, and he shot 37% from deep, which is good. He's a great two-way player, definitely someone that if you're trying to compete, you want to have him on your team, so I think we should be able to get a pretty decent amount back for him. The same goes for Kawhi Leonard, another guy who is a little bit older, 32 years old, but obviously is still really good when he's able to stay on the floor. That's kind of the key thing for both him and Paul George. But hey, Kawhi looked really good towards the end of last season, especially in the playoffs, so I'm sure he does have a lot of value. The contract is also big though. It's the same type of thing as Russell Westbrook and Paul George. It's a 1 year with the player option for next season. 49 M's, man. It's a lot of money, but I'm sure there will be some buyers. Next up, we got Nicholas Batum, another older guy, 34 years old, on an expiring deal, a little bit under 12 M's. I mean, he put up some solid numbers last season, though, nothing too crazy. Maybe I can get a second round pick for him. I'm not too sure, but obviously he doesn't fit our timeline, so if I can't trade him, I'm just going to let him walk this offseason. And then the last guy in our starting lineup is Ivica Zubac, who kind of fits our new timeline. Not really though. 26 years old, like he's kind of right at the edge of that, but still he's a really solid center. Averaged 11 points per game last season, 10 rebounds, a double-double, which is nice. Also 1 assist, 1 block, and he shot 63% from the floor, which is pretty much just from down low. You know, he's not going to knock down any threes or anything like that, but he's just a solid traditional center, man. Maybe he has some trade value, maybe he doesn't. I'm not too sure if I'll keep him, but one plus is that he's on a pretty good deal. 10.9 M's this season, 11.7 the year after that. That's a pretty good contract for him. Taking a look at our bench now, we got Bones Hyland, came over from the Nuggets last season. He's 23 years old, definitely does fit our new timeline, and he looked pretty solid. I mean, 12 points per game, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Also shot 37% from deep, which is good. We're going to need a point guard of the future. I'm not sure if he's going to be our guy, because at least in 2K Sim, I don't think he has the highest ceiling. He's probably going to cap out at like 83, 84, something like that. Either way though, he's a young, somewhat promising player. We don't really have a lot of that on the roster, so he's probably going to be safe for most of the video. But actually, we do have another pretty decent young player. That is Kenyon Martin Jr. He's 22 years old, 79 overall, just came over from the Houston Rockets, and we might have something here. I mean, 13 points per game last season, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. He did shoot below league average from deep for the first time in his career, so that's definitely something he has to get back up. But other than that, he's an efficient scorer, really athletic, and again, he's 22 years old, so he fits our timeline. He is on an expiring deal, but we can give him a qualifying offer this offseason, so we'll see what other teams offer him. But yeah, as long as he doesn't ask for too much money, he's probably going to be safe for most of this video. Next up, we got Mason Plumlee. Now he is 33 years old on an expiring deal, which if you haven't noticed is actually a trend. A lot of our older guys are on 1-year deals, so that's really good. We can either trade him away this year or just let him walk in free agency. Either way, we should be able to free up a lot of cap space, which would be nice. But yeah, maybe I can get some second round picks for Mason Plumlee. I'm not too sure. He's a solid backup center. I mean, 11 points per game last season, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, also 1 steal and a block, shot 68% from the floor. Like, there's definitely some teams that would be interested in that, man, so we'll see what we can get. Next up, we got Terrence Mann, who is 27 years old. Doesn't quite fit our new timeline. That's just a little bit too old for me, so he's not really part of our future plans. He is on a 2-year deal, so I gotta imagine probably sometime next season he will get traded. Another guy who will be on the move is Norman Powell, because he's on a 3-year deal. That is a lot of money for Norman Powell, bro. 18 M's this season, going all the way up to 20.5 just about by the time he's 32 years old. I mean, don't get me wrong, the guy's a nice spark plug, you know, 17 points per game last season while shooting 40% from deep. There's definitely a lot of teams that would love to have someone like that. If he was on a 1-year deal, I probably could get a first round pick for him, but since it is a 3-year deal, I gotta imagine I can only get like some seconds for him. It is what it is. Anyways, now we got some guys outside the rotation. Let's go ahead and breeze past him here. We got Robert Covington on an expiring deal, 32 years old, doesn't fit our new timeline. I mean, he's a nice 3-and-D player. He shot 40% from deep last season. offseason. That's pretty solid. Maybe I can get a second round pick or two for him. We'll just see. Next up, we got Brandon Boston Jr., 21 years old. He does fit our new timeline, but I'm not sure if he'll stick around because when we do trade guys like Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, the goal is to get like 2 or 3 guys back in return. So we're going to have to throw in a few players as well just to make sure that everything evens out. And Brandon Boston Jr. might be one of those guys. So we'll see what happens. Next up, we got Marcus Morris Sr., 34 years old, 72 overall on a $17 million expiring deal, bro. That's just way too much money. I don't even think I can get a second round pick for him. So we're probably just going to let him walk this offseason. Next up, we got Amir Coffey, 26 years old, doesn't quite fit our timeline. He's probably going to be one of those throw-in guys for like a Paul George, Kawhi Leonard trade, something like that. That's how I see it playing out. And then we got a couple young guys. Kobe Brown, 30th overall pick in this past year's draft. You know, he's got good size, good strength. He can knock down the 3-ball as well, but he does play below the rim and he's also 23 years old. So I got to imagine his ceiling is pretty limited, 69 overall in 2K. I'm not really expecting a whole lot out of him, to be honest. And the same goes for Musa Diabite, 21 years old, 70 overall. If he progresses well, then he might carve out a role, but if not, he won't be a part of our future plans. Speaking of future plans, let's take a look at our 3-year game plan. Starting off with season 1, it's very simple, man. Sell, sell, sell. Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and really anybody else who I can get some draft capital from. I'm going to pull the trigger on it. It's going to be a complete teardown in LA, man. So we're going to make a lot of trades this year. Then for season 2, I want to buy low on young talent. Know if there's any guys around the league who have potential and maybe just need to change the scenery, then we're going to bring them onto the team and see if they can be a nice diamond in the rough for us. And then for season 3, honestly, man, it's just to establish a young core. I don't think we're going to be competitive by then. I mean, we might. I've been wrong before, but my gut is telling me this is going to be like a 4 or 5 year rebuild. Either way, though, that's a look at the 3-year game plan. Let's not waste any more time. Let's look around and make some trades. So here's what I'm thinking for my first trade. I'm going to send Paul George and Brandon Boston Jr. to the New Orleans Pelicans for CJ McCollum, Trey Murphy, a 2024 first round pick, and then a 2025 first round pick from the Milwaukee Bucks. If you're the Pelicans, man, you're going to have a really nice starting 5. Jose Alvarado, Paul George, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, and Jonas Valanciunas. I think this is a trade they would do. And for us, I like this deal, man. Trey Murphy, I think, is really solid. He's 23 years old, 79 overall, obviously fits our new timeline. He's really been improving as a defender and he can knock down a 3-ball, 41% from deep, which is really good. Then we're getting 2 first round picks, which is really important for us because as you can see, we don't have control of our own first round picks until 2027, which is really rough for a team that wants to hit the reset button. So to get a first round pick in 2024 and 2025, that gives us something to look forward to in the upcoming drafts, which I think is really good. So I think this trade makes sense for both teams. Let's go and see if they will say yes. They're saying no, they want Kobe Brown in the second round pick. They'll give me Larry Nance Jr., who I really don't want. And honestly, I don't think that the Pelicans would do that in real life. I think what I'm going to do is just stick with this original trade here and turn trade override on because for the sake of keeping things realistic, they're going to want Larry Nance Jr. if they're trying to compete for a championship, which they obviously want to do if they're going to make this trade. So yeah, just turn it on right now. They're saying no, but that's fine. I'm going to override it. Paul George, thank you for your service. And now here's the next trade I'm thinking. I'm trying to send Kawhi Leonard, Amir Coffey, and Kobe Brown to the New York Knicks for RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickley, Evan Fournier, and 2 unprotected first round picks in 2024 and 26. The Knicks are trying to be competitive and they really haven't had a star since Carmelo Anthony. Adding Kawhi Leonard, an elite defender, to this Tom Thibodeau team would be pretty insane, man. I'm not going to lie. They'd have Jalen Brunson, either Josh Hart or Quentin Grimes to the 2. They'd have Kawhi Leonard, Julius Randle, and then Mitchell Robinson. That's a really good starting lineup. The bench is also still pretty decent as well. I think they would do this trade. And for us, we're getting exactly what we need, which is young players and draft capital. You know, we get RJ Barrett, a nice wing player, 23 years old. Emmanuel Quickley, a nice guard, 24. Evan Fournier, pretty much on an expiring deal. He's got a team option for next season. Obviously, he won't pick it up. And then we're also getting 2 first round picks in 2024 and 26, which is perfect because if we do that, we're going to have a first round pick in each of the next 3 years, which we didn't have before doing these trades. I think this trade works out for both teams, man. Let's go ahead and see if they will say yes to this, and they will. Kawhi Leonard, thank you for your service. And last but not least, I got one more trade I want to do here. I'm trying to send Norman Powell to the Memphis Grizzlies for John Conchar and 2 second round picks in 2027 and 2028. Memphis needs a small forward after losing Dylan Brooks this offseason, and most of all, I think they do need another playmaker outside of John Morant. So Norman Powell will be a really good fit here, man. Like I said, I'm not getting a whole lot back in return because he is on a longer deal, but if I can get off the contract and get some second round picks in the process, I think that is a dub. So let's go and see if they will say yes to this deal, and they will. There we go. And that's the team for year 1, man. We got Emmanuel Quickley, CJ McCollum, RJ Barrett, Trey Murphy, and Ivica Zubac. Off the bench, you got Bones Highland, Russell Westbrook, Kenyon Martin Jr., Mason Plumlee, and Terrence Mann. Normally, I would say I want to be bad this year, but again, we don't have our own first round pick. So yeah, if we could make the play-in and get some postseason experience, that would be pretty cool. But honestly, I'm not getting my hopes up. Let's just sim this season and see how it plays out. So we're here at the trade deadline and we're 23 and 35, definitely not very good. Let's look around and see if there's any trades we can do. So I'm going to try to send Russell Westbrook to the Phoenix Suns for Damian Lee and 3 second round picks. They still need a starting point guard. I just need some draft capital. So let's see if they will say yes to this, and they will. There we go. And I'm also going to try to send Mason Plumlee to the Dallas Mavericks for Dwight Powell and 2 second round picks. The Mavs need a team upgrade for their starting center, so I think they would do this trade. And again, for us, I just want some draft capital. We don't have a whole lot, and obviously that's really important for a rebuild. So let's see if they will say yes to this deal here. And they're saying no. They'll give us the 2 seconds, but they want another second round pick swap. That's totally fine. Done deal. And one last thing before we get back to simming here, Emmanuel Quickley wants to negotiate a new deal. Let's go to make it happen, man. 22.75 M's, 4 years. Will he say yes? And he will. There we go. But anyways, let's get back to simming. So much for making the play-in, bro. We went 30 and 52. I mean, what do you expect, right? We traded away all of our guys. It is what it is. But anyways, let's take a look at the awards here. Do we have anything that concerns us? Yeah, no, we don't, man. That makes sense. What about the LNBA teams? Any love here for the Los Angeles Clippers? Let's find out. And it's not looking like it, man. It is what it is. So like I said, we went 30 and 52. We were the worst team in the Western Conference and the third worst team overall, which would be great if we had our own first round pick. But again, we do not. Unfortunately, that pick is going to the OKC Thunder as a part of the Paul George trade. So that's pretty tough. I'm not going to lie. But anyways, let's take a look at the stats. Who led the way for us? It was RJ Barrett. 19 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, round up around here. And he shot 34% from deep. Not the best, just a little bit below league average. But we do have some shooting here. I mean, Trey Murphy, 39%. Same for Emmanuel Quickly. Then we also got Bones Highland, 36. We got CJ McCollum, 40. We also got Robert Covington shooting 49% from deep, which is pretty insane. I'm sure it's in a small sample size, but still. Anyways, let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Trey Murphy, actually our second leading scorer. 18 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, man. Shout out to him. Then we also got Emmanuel Quickly, 17 points, 4 rebounds, 6 dimes, and a steal. Off the bench, you got Bones Highland, 14 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. Not too bad. And what other young guys do we have here? Kenyon Martin Jr., right? 12 points per game off the bench, not the worst. Also 4 rebounds and 1 assist. But anyways, make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of the stats. Let's get into this playoff round, which doesn't concern us. So we're going to sim this whole thing here. Does not matter to me. Normally I would say all that matters is the upcoming lottery, but of course we do not have our own pick. It is what it is, as the Pelicans are here in the NBA Finals, man. Look at Paul George doing his thing. Shout out to him. It looks like that trade definitely did work out for him. But anyways, let's see if they can beat the Cavs here. And they can't. That's tough. Evan Mobley, Finals MVP. Shout out to him. But now we're here at the lottery. Let's go ahead and take a look at our odds here, as we have one pick from the Milwaukee Bucks. I think that was the Pelicans pick, right? They had a pick swap with the Bucks, and apparently they were really bad this year. So we're in business, boys. The top 4 pick would be pretty crazy. And then we also had the pick from the Knicks at number 13. So let's go and rip the band-aid off here. What picks are we going to get? It's going to be pick number 7 and also pick number 13. You know what? I will definitely take that. I wasn't expecting to get 2 lottery picks, so that's honestly a dub. Let's go to draft night and see what it's looking like. All right, man, so we're at pick number 7, and this is honestly no brainer. I will take Zachary Ricochet. He always ends up being a stud in 2K Sim. Kevin Durant, Hall of Fame ceiling. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. He's a 6'8" small forward. I know we already have RJ Barrett. I'll just play one of them at the 2. I don't think it matters too much. Either way, I'm really happy with this pick. Zachary Ricochet, welcome to the Clippers. So now we're here at pick number 13, and I'm trying to find our center of the future. We got Aaron Bradshaw. We also got Kyle Filipowski. We got Khalil Ware. I think I'm going to go with Aaron Bradshaw here. He's more of a traditional center, you know, someone who dominates down low, a really good rim protector. I think I'm good with that because we have Trey Murphy as our starting power forward, someone who spaces the floor a little bit more. So that'll give Aaron Bradshaw a lot of room to operate down low. The guy's got Patrick Ewing, Hall of Fame ceiling. We definitely will take that. So let's make this pick, man. Aaron Bradshaw, welcome to the Clippers. And now we're here in the middle of the second round. I don't normally care about these picks, but AJ Mitchell seems to be a really good steal. Kyrie Irving, Hall of Fame ceiling. He's a 6'4" point guard, 21 years old, a little bit older, but still, man, we need young talent. I definitely will take that. So AJ Mitchell, welcome to the team. So it's a small trade, but I'm going to try to send Terrence Mann to the Houston Rockets for 2 second-round picks. It looks like they don't have Fred VanVleet anymore. I guess they traded him to the Brooklyn Nets maybe for Ben Simmons. I don't really know. But now that Freddie's not there, I think it would be nice for them to have like an older point guard just for some experience, you know. And they also have the salary cap to take on Mann's contract really easily. For us, I'm going to save some money. Maybe I'll use it in free agency. I'm not too sure. But mostly I just want some second-round picks, bro. Again, I'm trying to get some draft capital because they really didn't have any to start off in this video. So let's go and see if they will say yes, and they will. Done deal. I don't know why I just did this, but I accidentally accepted Evan Fournier's $19 million team option. Bro must be so excited right now. He just hit the lottery, honestly. But yeah, for us, that's super unfortunate. We're not going to have any money this free agency. It is what it is. I didn't really have any plans to sign anyone. But either way, that's enough for me, man. I'm sick right now. So I'm just looking for a cheap backup power forward. I guess I'll take Royce O'Neal. It's a 1-year deal, 4 M's. Will he say yes? And he will. Cool. So now we're here at play progression where we got a lot of green arrows, which is completely different from the play progression that we started off the video with. RJ Barrett's up 285. We got Emmanuel Quickly up 385. Trey Murphy up 382. Then we also got like Bones Highland up 281. Kenyon Martin Jr. up 181. CJ McCollum did take a really big dip down forward to a 78. I mean, he's 32 years old. That's totally fine. But yeah, we also got Royce O'Neal up 1 to a 71. That's actually pretty surprising considering how old he is. And then we got some red arrows for guys outside the rotation. One of them is Evan Fournier. Bro got his payday, man. I'm still upset about that. But other than that, I actually feel really good about this team. So let's go to season 2 and keep this thing going. So taking a look at the team for year 2, we got Emmanuel Quickly, Zachary Ricochet, who actually I'm going to start over CJ McCollum. It's only a 1 overall difference. I might as well go with the younger guy here. It just makes sense. Then we also got RJ Barrett, Trey Murphy, and Ivica Zubac. That's the starting 5. On the bench, you got Bones Highland, Kenyon Martin Jr., CJ McCollum, like we said, Royce O'Neal, and also Aaron Bradshaw. I'm honestly really happy with how this team looks. I feel pretty good about it. I know I said last season I thought we could be a playing team, and we ended up being the worst team in the Western Conference, but I really think we can do it this time, man. So let's get the simming and see how it plays out. And so at this point, I just got to stop jinxing it. We went 35 and 47, probably not going to make the play-in for a second year in a row. It is what it is. Ja Morant MVP. Let's take a look at the rest of this here. Do we have anything for the Los Angeles Clippers? No, we don't, but that's fine. What about the All-NBA teams? Let's go ahead and take a look at things here and see if there's anything for the Clippers. There we go. Zachary Richardson, all defensive second team. That's really good. And yeah, he should be here as well. All rookie first team. We definitely will take that. And is that it for us? No, it's not. Aaron Bradshaw, all rookie second team. That's pretty good, man. I'm happy with that. So he finished 3 games out from the last play-in spot. I mean, that's definitely progress. So you're better than last season, so that's good. But let's take a look at the stats now. RJ Barrett led the way once again. 20 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Round up round here. And he shot 38% from deep, which is a really nice development. He shot above league average for the first time in what, 4 years? We'll definitely take that. Then we also got Trey Murphy shooting 40%. We got Emmanuel Quickly 35, Bones Highland 37. What else do we got here? CJ McCollum 39. Even Aaron Bradshaw, our center, shooting 35%. That's good as well. We definitely shot the ball a lot better from deep this season, so that's good. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Trey Murphy, our second leading scorer for the second year in a row. 18 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. Emmanuel Quickly, 17 points, 4 rebounds, 7 dimes, also 1 steal. And then we got some guys off the bench here for us. Bones Highland, 13 points, that's solid. 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. Kenyon Martin Jr., nice little 12 and 4. And then Zachary Richardson looked really good as a starter. 12 points per game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. We'll definitely take that. And where's Aaron Bradshaw? Nothing too crazy here. 5 points, 4 rebounds, and also 1 block. Anyways, make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of the stats. But let's get into this playoff round, which once again does not concern us. So hopefully by next year we'll actually be a part of these playoffs. That would be ideal. But anyways, let's send these playoffs here and see how it all plays out, as it's going to be the Thunder and the Hornets, and the Thunder win it all, led by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Finals MVP. Shout out to him. So we're back at the lottery. Let's go ahead and take a look at things real quick, as the Milwaukee Bucks, bro, are still very bad. So we actually have the 4th best odds, which is really good. Our pick is actually at number 8, but the Thunder have the right to swap picks with us. They just won a championship, so I'm guessing we're gonna get pick number 30 here, as we fell down to number 6. That's not too bad. And yeah, we do have pick number 30. I definitely can't complain, man. Let's go to draft night and check it out. So we're here at the draft with pick number 6, and I think I just gotta go with the best talent available. That's definitely Ace Bailey, man. 6'9", small forward / power forward. Kevin Durant, Hall of Fame ceiling. We'll definitely take that. Ace Bailey, welcome to the Clippers. And with pick number 30, we're also gonna go with the best talent available. That's gonna be Jaleel Duncan, 6'8" point guard, really good size. Kyrie Irving, Hall of Fame ceiling. We'll definitely take that. Let's make that pick. So now we gotta re-sign a few guys. The first one is Ivica Zubac, $12 million per year, 14 seasons. Will he say yes? And he will. There we go. And I wanted to bring back Kenyon Martin Jr., but apparently he does not want to re-sign with us. That's actually really unfortunate, man. He's an 81 overall, 24 years old. I would have loved to have kept him, but it is what it is. I guess I got to find a replacement now. And I think that guy is going to be Trey Lyles. Obviously, it's a downgrade overall wise, but we are a pretty young team. It'd be nice to have a veteran guy off the bench. So let's try to get this done. 7.25 M's, 1 year. Will he say yes? And he will. Cool. Taking a look at player progression now. RJ Barrett went up 2 to an 87. That's good. Emmanuel Quickly up 1 to an 86. We also got Trey Murphy up 2 to an 84. Bones Highland up 1 to an 82. And then check out our other young guys. Zachary Richardson up 3 to an 80. And also Aaron Bradshaw up 3 to a 78. That's good. We do have a red arrow here. That is CJ McCollum down 3 to a 75. I mean, he's 33 years old, man, so it is what it is. Let's see what else we got here. AJ Mitchell up 4 to a 73. That's insane. Then we got Dwight Powell down 2 to a 72. And that's it for us. So overall, I'm still feeling pretty decent about things. So we haven't made the playoffs yet. So we definitely got to do that at some point. Let's go to season 3 and try to make it happen. So taking a look at the team for year 3, it's the same starting 5. Off the bench, you got Bones Highland, Ace Bailey now, Aaron Bradshaw, Trey Lyles, and CJ McCollum. And I'm not going to lie, bro. He's on an expiring deal, 30.67 M's. I probably could use that as salary filler for like a really big trade. Like, this is something I was considering, trying to go after a guy like Karl Anthony Towns, but he's 29 years old, doesn't quite fit our timeline. And I would also have to give away Aaron Bradshaw, who honestly, I think he can be our center of the future, man. He actually does fit our timeline, 21 years old. Do I really want to speed things up? I mean, we're not even a playoff team right now, so I don't think I do. I think we're just going to sim to the trade deadline and see what it's looking like. If we're a playoff team, then I might make a trade to win right now. If not, I'll just stay put. Let's go ahead and check it out. I'm at Surreal to trade deadline, and we're 31 and 23 to 6th seed in the Western Conference. That's actually really good. I keep going back to a guy like Karl Anthony Towns. Like, if I did want to win right now, this is definitely somebody who I would trade for. But I think we're going to play the long game, man, because Trey Murphy and Bones Highland, both of them need to get extended this offseason. That's obviously going to cost us a lot of money. So if I trade for Karl Anthony Towns, it's making what, like 50 some M's right now. We're probably not going to have enough to bring everyone back. And I don't want to break up our young core. I mean, we're having a really good season for the first time in this entire video. So I think we're just going to play the long game, man, and stay put. But anyways, I just wanted to explain my thought process with that. Let's get back to simming here, and hopefully we can make the playoffs. So the boys are open this season, man. We went 48 and 34. It's our first winning season. Jason Tatum MVP on the Golden State Warriors. That's really weird to see, and that's coming from me. I'm a Warriors fan. But anyways, let's take a look at the rest of this. Do we have anything for the Los Angeles Clippers? It's not looking like it, but that's fine. What about the All-NBA teams? Let's go ahead and check this thing out here. and see if we get anything. We did get all defensive second team, Zachary Richardson once again, so that's really good. And what else do we got? Ace Bailey, all rookie second team. Okay, that's pretty solid, man. So it took us 3 years, but we have officially made the playoffs. We're the number 5 seed. Let's check out the stats now. RJ Barrett and Trey Murphy, both 18 points per game. That's good. But RJ also averaged 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and had to shoot from deep. 33%, man. That's actually a big step back, which is unfortunate. But Trey Murphy shot 43%. We also got Emmanuel Quickly, 36. We got Zachary Richardson, 37. Same for Bones Highland. Like, we got a pretty decent amount of 3-point shooting here. Nothing too crazy, but I think it will get the job done. Anyways, Trey Murphy, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Then we got Emmanuel Quickly, 17 points per game. Also 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal. Zachary Richardson, 16 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. He's actually moving the ball really well. Also 1 steal and 1 block. Definitely solid numbers. Then what else do we got here? Let's take a look at Ace Bailey. 10 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. Those are really good rookie numbers. And then also Aaron Bradshaw, 9 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 1 block. He's pretty much putting up the same numbers as Zubac, man. So I don't think it's going to be too long until he becomes a starter. But anyways, make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of the stats. Let's get into this playoff round, which for once actually concerns us. So we're going up against the San Antonio Spurs in the first round. Let's go ahead and take a look at the matchup here, as they got Kevin Porter Jr., Josh Giddey now. That's interesting. Also Keldon Johnson, Jeremy Sochan, and Victor Wembanyama. That's a pretty good team. We're definitely going to shorten the rotation right here, right now. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. This looks pretty good to me. I gave some more minutes to the starters, and I took CJ McCollum out the rotation. That was actually a pretty easy decision. But anyways, let's go ahead and check this thing out. Can we make it out of the first round here? As we win game 1, okay. It's 1-1 now. We are up 2-1. Come on, man. 3-1. There we go. And it's going to be a gentleman's sweep. Wow. Okay. That's a really good sign. Now we're here in the second round going up against the Utah Jazz. Let's go to take a look at the matchup. They got Colin Sexton, Ochai Agbaji, Franz Wagner, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Walker Kessler. That's a really good team, bro. I'm not going to lie. If we being real with each other, I don't really have high hopes for this, but let's go ahead and get into it. It's a win game 1. Okay. We're up 2-0 now. Bro, no shot. We are, okay, I was going to say, we're not going to get the clean sweep, but there we go. The gentleman sweep, and just like that, the Los Angeles Clippers are in the conference finals, man. Who would have thought it? Not me, that's for sure. Anyways, we're going up against the Dallas Mavericks. Let's go ahead and take a look at the matchup. They got Luka Doncic, Donovan Mitchell now instead of Kyrie Irving. That's really interesting. They also got Hamidou Diallo, Jonathan Kuminga, and Derek Lively. That's another really good team. So, let's go ahead and get into this thing as win game 1, okay. We're up 2-0 now. Bro, I was going to say, we're not going to sweep this team, but we're up 3-1. Can we get the gentleman sweep? No, we cannot. Please no game 7, and we got a game 7. Do I got to shorten the rotation some more? I think I do. So we're going to do it like this, and I think that looks pretty solid. Is that enough to win this game 7? Let's go ahead and find out, as we are going to go simcast here. And if it is a close game, then we will jump into it. So we dominate the first quarter. We're looking pretty good, boys. Are we going to make it to the NBA Finals? It looks like that's going to happen, and it is. Wow, okay. So just like that, the Los Angeles Clippers are in the NBA Finals, and we're going up against the Atlanta Hawks, which is going to be really tough. You guys know 2K Sim loves the Hawks. So they got Trae Young, Anthony Edwards now, which is pretty wild. They also got Chris Middleton, Kwame Evans, and Yusuf Nurkic. I mean, that backcourt's really good, but outside of that, I think we win pretty much every other matchup. So let's go ahead and get into this thing, man. Can we win a championship in year 3? I did not think we'd be in this position, but we lose game 1. Okay, we're down 2-0 now. Yeah, this is pretty humbling. We win that game, okay. It's 3-2, okay, and we cannot force the game 7. That's tough, bro. We almost made the comeback, but we did lose in 6 games to the Atlanta Hawks. It is what it is. Trae Young, Finals MVP. Shout out to him. Man, I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting to make a run like that. All of a sudden, I feel very confident about this team, and I feel even better now because we have the 4th best odds from the New York Knicks as a part of that Kawhi Leonard trade. That's really good to see. Can we actually move up in the draft, though? We've actually moved down in the past 2 years, so can we do it this time around? And no, we cannot. We fell down to number 6 again. It is what it is. It's still a really good pick. Let's go to draft 9 and check it out. And I think I'm going to go with Bryce James, man. Really good size, 6'10", small forward / power forward. The ceiling is crazy. Larry Bird Hall of Fame is pretty wild. So we'll definitely take that. Bryce James, welcome to the Clippers. So we got a few guys we need to resign. The first one is Trey Murphy, 24 M's per season for 4 years. Will he say yes to this? And he will. Cool. And then we're also going to resign Bones Highland, 15.75 M's, 3 years. Will he say yes? He will. Great. And I know we lost CJ McCollum. I need a backup shooting guard. I'm going to try to get another veteran guy. Derek White, 32 years old, still an 81 overall. He might regress a little bit, but I still think he'll be a nice veteran guy off the bench for us. So will he say yes to this deal? And he will. Cool. So now we're here player progression. RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickly stay put. That's fine. I think that's about as much as they're going to progress. I'm not mad at it. Anyways, we also got Trey Murphy up 1 to an 85. That's good. Zachary Richardson up 4 to an 84. That's really good. We got Bones Highland going up 1 to an 83, Aaron Bradshaw, bro. Up 4 to an 82. I mean, that's our new starting center, no doubt about it. It even says 83 in the top right corner, which is even better. But I mean, Zubac's still doing his thing, up 1 to an 82. That's good. Ace Bailey went up 3 to an 81. That's nice. Derek White stay put. We'll take that. And also AJ Mitchell up 3 to a 76. That's good. I mean, this team is looking really nice, bro. Even Jaleel Duncan up 3 to a 74. Like, we just made the NBA Finals. We got a lot of green arrows here. Let's go to season 4. I think it's time to win a championship. So now we got to start a lineup of Emmanuel Quickley, Zachary Richardson, RJ Barrett, Trey Murphy, and Aaron Bradshaw. I feel pretty good about that. Off the bench, you got Bones Highland, Ace Bailey, Aviga Zubac, Derek White, and Bryce James, who I did make a small forward. That's the position that we need. And he went up 1 to a 76, which you definitely will take. So I'm not gonna lie, man, I'm definitely tempted to make a trade right now, but I do want to see what this new starting lineup can do. So I think we're gonna send to the trade deadline. Maybe we'll make a move, maybe we won't. I'm not too sure, but let's go ahead and check it out. So we're here to trade deadline, and the boys are looking really good, man. 40 and 16, the top team in the Western Conference. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. I probably should be making a trade right now, but honestly, bro, I feel like the slow grind is going really well, so I don't really want to mess that up. I mean, we definitely got the best young core in the league right now, so I think we're just going to stay put. Let's just get back to simming and see if we can win a championship. Talk to me, but talk to me nice. The boys went 63 and 19 this season. Absolutely hooping. You'll love to see it. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, MVP. Let's take a look at the rest of this here. Do we have anything that concerns the Los Angeles Clippers? It looks like we do, man. Tyronn Lue, Coach of the Year. Shout out to him. And it looks like we also got Exec of the Year, so that's good. What about the All-NBA teams? Did we get any love? Let's go ahead and find out. And it's not looking like it, which is a little bit surprising, but it is what it is. I mean, I can't complain, bro. We're the #1 team in the Western Conference. We definitely will take that. And we got a new leading scorer, Zachary Richardson, man. 17 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. And how do you shoot from deep? 39%, man. That's really good. We also got Trey Murphy, 41%. We got RJ Barrett, 38. That's a really nice development. Emmanuel Quickley, 36%. We also got Bones Highland, 40. Aaron Bradshaw, 39. We got Ace Bailey, 37. Like, bro, we got shooters on this team. That is really good to see. But now let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Trey Murphy, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. RJ Barrett, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. Let's see. What else do I really care about here? Aaron Bradshaw, yeah, first year as a starter, looked really good. 13 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 blocks. And like I said, shot above league average from deep, which is really good for a 7-foot center. Anyways, taking a look at the rest of this here. Bryce James didn't play a whole lot, but he looked pretty solid. 7 points per game, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. Like I said, it's nothing too crazy, but the per 36 looks really good, so that's encouraging. But anyways, make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of the stats. Let's get into this playoff run, man, and try to win a championship. Who are we going to face in the first round? It's going to be the Golden State Warriors. Okay. Do they still have Jason Tatum? Yes, they do. And Jimmy Butler. That's pretty insane. They also got Desmond Bane. Bro, what is going on here? DJ Wagner, Clint Capella too. Like, this is a really good team. For an 8 seed, come on now. They did us dirty with the seeding. I'm not going to lie. We are going to mess around with this rotation right here, right now, because I'm a little bit worried, bro. So I'm not sure why the CPU decided to mess with my minutes there, but we got it all sorted out, and we did make it a 9-man rotation. Honestly, bro, I think I want to take out Derek White. It's between him and Bryce James, and I mean, honestly, I feel like Bryce James is playing better. We also need a backup power forward, so I think this is the right call. Let's go ahead and see if that's enough to make it out of this first round matchup, which is, like I said, a really tough one. But we win game 1. It's 1-1 now. We're up 2-1. Can we go up 3-1 here? No, we cannot. Come on, man. Please don't go down 3-2, and we're up 3-2. Please no game 7, and there we go. Okay, so we're here in the second round going up against the OKC Thunder. I'm sure this is going to be really difficult. They got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Joshua Primo, Cody Williams, who is the younger brother of Jalen Williams, J-Dub. Then they got Patrick Williams and Chet Holmgren. They just love their Williamses, bro. That's for sure. But yeah, this is going to be a really tough matchup. Let's see if we can win this thing and advance. As we win game 1, we're up 2-0 now. 2-1 us. Let's see, we're up 3-1. Are we gonna get the gentleman sweep? Yes, we are. Wow, okay, that's a really good sign. Now we're here in the second round going up against the Utah Jazz, who we definitely did play last season. I can't remember how many games it took us to beat them, but I think it was just like 5 or 6, wasn't it? I'm not too sure, but either way, they got Colin Sexton, Ochai Agbaji, Franz Wagner, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Walker Kessler. I'm pretty sure it's the same starting 5, so in theory we should be able to beat them pretty easily here, as hopefully I'm not going to jinx it. But we're up 2-0 now. Yeah, I did not jinx it. Okay, maybe I did. Please win this game. And it's 3-2, bro. Please not like this. There we go. Okay, we're here in the NBA Finals going up against the Detroit Pistons. They got Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Jaylen Brown, which is really interesting. Then they got Isaiah Stewart and Jalen Duren. This is a good team, but let's go ahead and take this thing game by game. As we win game 1, okay. We're up 2-0 now. Oh, is it going to be that easy? Yes, it is. The Los Angeles Clippers have done it, man. It took us 4 seasons, but we didn't take any shortcuts. We played the slow game, and it paid off with the championship. Zachary Richardson leading the way. Finals MVP. That's pretty crazy. 22 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 block shot, 42% from deep. Come on, man. What a performance by the guys. RJ Barrett led the way in the closeout game. 26 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal. And check out Aaron Bradshaw. I thought about trading him away for Cat, but I said, hey, this guy could be our center of the future, and I definitely was right. 26 points, 13 13 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 4 blocks in the closeout game is insane. And also Immanuel Quickley, 22 points, 17 assists. That boy was dropping dimes. Shout out to him. And honestly, he was hooping the entire playoff run. 19 points, 9 assists. That's pretty crazy. Aaron Bradshaw did his thing too. 15 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 3 blocks is wild, bro. But it's not as wild as Zachary Richardson. 24 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Shot 41% from deep in the playoffs. He definitely had his coming out party, man. Bro snapped. And like I said, I'm really glad I didn't speed up the timeline and mortgage our future, because we won our championship and now we got a young core and honestly can keep winning for a very long time. RJ Barrett, 26 years old. Immanuel Quickley, 27. Zachary Richardson, 22. We got Trey Murphy, 26. Bones Highland, 26. Aaron Bradshaw, 23. Ace Bailey, 20. We didn't even find PT for AJ Mitchell. He's 24 years old, 77 overall. Bryce James as well. Like, bro, this team is insane. I'm not gonna lie, this is one of my favorite teams that I've ever rebuilt. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I really do appreciate y'all. I know I missed a little bit of time last week. I apologize. I was just getting a little bit too burnt out. So I wanted to kind of recharge my batteries before 2K24 comes out. But hey, I'm back on my grind, back to giving you guys entertaining content. Hopefully you do enjoy it. But this has been 2KJ. Blessings.